Hello, this is my eyeball process. I've been thinking of a new way of doing eyeballs, and this is what I came up with. I ordered these two brass balls. One is an inch and the other one is 1.25 inches. Both balls have a hole drilled straight through. This will give me my center axis. To mold these balls, I use a plastic container. I purchased this one at Walmart. I cut the bottom of the container off, using the lid as a support base. I closed the container and I poured in dental acrylic. This gave me a flat plane. I would recommend using, instead of dental acrylic, Smooth Cast 305. It would be better. Here I need to make a socket to support the ball. 3/4 of each ball would be molded. I will drill a hole in the center support table. The lid has made a sprue mark on the support table. This will be my center. I simply drill straight through. These brass balls were somewhat expensive. They were roughly $50 each, but they were precise. Now we'll add some dental acrylic to make it a concave socket. I'm using some tooth dental acrylic. You can see it better. This will be a simple socket, just an indentation into the dental acrylic. From an older test, I use these acrylic balls. I rubbed some Vaseline for a separator. Just pressed it in place. The acrylic is not fully set up. I just removed it just to make the indentation. I used the dental lathe to smooth it out after it's set up. Now each ball has its own base. Now for the brass tubing. Each tube was measured at 1.5 inches. Measuring the tube and the ball is critical. It has to be precise. There's no telling how many times I actually checked this measurement. It just had to be right. And I secured the tubes with super glue. When I first received these balls, they were like an old penny. Using polishing compound and a dental lathe, I was able to give them a mirrored finish. I mean, you can really make them shine like a mirror. I really recommend getting a dental lathe. It's a wonderful tool. You can find them at the dental supply stores and eBay. It doesn't take that long to polish metal. It's quick, it's easy, and it's fun. You get good results doing it. I use 6-minute epoxy to seat them in their sockets. When I seat them, I just gotta make sure that they're level. I fill the tube with clean clay. This way it won't lock in the silicone mold. I received these brass balls from libertybrass.com. One ball was 1.25 inches and the other one was 1 inch. I snap on the bowls or the lids now, and they just snap right in place, and I'll have a good stable seal. It's time to mold, and I'm using Moldmax 30 from smoothon.com. Measuring Moldmax 30 on a digital scale, 100 parts A, 10 parts B. The containers that I'm using to mold the balls in, I filled them first full of water, and then I poured them into this cup. Made the mark on how much silicone I will be needing. Here I'm measuring out the Moldmax 30 B component. Adding Moldmax 30B component to the A component, mixing with a drill mixer. It's recommended to vacuum the silicone to remove the air bubbles, but with these small molds, I'm skipping that process. I simply pour a thin stream. This will help break some of the bubbles. The molds are filled. I'll allow this to set up for 16 hours. I remove the lid and pop them out of the containers. I stretch the silicone back to locate the tube and simply pull it out. Here I'm trying to locate the tube, and I simply remove this ball. This baby popped right out. I trim up the mold some, any loose pieces. There's the molds, they're finished. I take one tube and insert it into the 1-inch ball mold.